Does anyone else wake up and their hair looks something like this? The curls are everywhere, the afro's bulging. What are we supposed to do? Well, the good news is I've been dealing with these curls for years. My mom has like the curliest hair ever. She has like a million little curls. I only got a fraction of that, but it's enough to be a handful. However, I've definitely learned to manage it, to control it, and you definitely need to take care of your hair if you want it to be looking good on a regular basis and you're not just defaulting to wearing hats or keeping your hair short. Having long hair is a gift. I just feel like having long hair gives you more character, it gives you more flow, and like honestly it keeps you warm in the winter. There's really not a lot of cons. I've always felt like having long hair is like a core part of my personality, so keep your hair long, fellas. Without further ado, if you're dealing with this and you're ready to fix it up for the day or kind of learn how to maintain it and like products to use, here we go. Well, first things first, what I always like to do is to give the hair wet, you know, kind of give it its flow back. I feel like after you come out of the shower, it has all those curls ready. And then when you go to sleep, you kind of lose that a little bit. So giving it water and spicing it up gives it its character back. Make sure it's wet from front to back. You don't want to just make sure that it's only in the very front where it's, you know, most accessible. So once your hair is wet and it's ready to be worked with, time to go to the leave-in conditioning cream. Now what this does is that it's specifically meant for frizzy, dry, and unmanageable hair. Hello! It kind of just gives it some volume, gives it some movement, and it makes it so it doesn't just frizz up during the day. And it'll wash it all the way through. I was just gonna make sure that your hair remains silky smooth and it doesn't like frizz up like crazy during the day. Next thing up, we have the curl enhancer. Now you might be wondering, why do you need curl enhancer? You already have curly hair. That's correct, but sometimes overnight your hair kind of loses its curliness when it's pushed into the pillow and things like that. So the curl enhancer helps bring out its personality. Take a little bit, run through your fingers, and then just running that through your hair. Hair is starting to look a little better already. Kind of look more in character. This is what we're going for, but we are not done yet. Our third product, and this is the Keratin Smooth from Tame. Now, the role of this is kind of just give it some shine, some luster. It really just makes it like stand out. What I like to do is kind of run it down the front, especially. My front lines all the way through the back. Now we've got all those in, we are onto the final stage, and that is the gel. What I like to do with the gel is really just to put it in the very front and center, because my hair will kind of flow naturally on the sides, so we don't really need to like mess with that and put it in place, but we do want to make sure that this part right here doesn't go like falling so it looks like that. That is what we're trying to avoid. Only a small little dot, go right to the center. Sometimes I'll run it through the sides a little bit. You don't really want to pack it on the sides. The real focus is the center, so that the sides will have some freedom, some air to breathe, and some character. Now we're finished, and look at the hair now. See how it stays in the center, very straight, looks even a little bit glossy, and still has plenty of character on the side. So this is exactly what we're going for. We just want the center to stay out of our way, the sides to flow a little bit, and the curls to have some freedom. What's most important is kind of just finding the products that are best for your own hair. You're not trying to make your hair do something it's not really doing naturally. In the past, I've been that person who just wears a hat, wakes up in the morning and wears a hat because I don't want to deal with that long hair, but I still want to have long hair. And now I'm here to tell you that, you know, you don't have to be hopeless and just assume that it's gonna afro or just go crazy and be out of control. Just by using a few simple products, you know, maintaining it, keeping it in place, but also giving it its natural flow, things like that. That is how you can kind of have long curly hair and still, you know, enjoy it. So that wraps up this video. I hope if you're a guy and you might have like wavy or curly hair and you're not really sure how to manage it, or maybe you just haven't grown it out in the past because you're kind of unsure of what to do with it, or you're afraid of it frizzing or frowning or something like that. I hope this video kind of just helped to give a little bit of a guide to, you know, controlling your curls and really like making the most of them. Overall, what's most important is to just have products that both give it place and give it like, you know, some structure, but also give it the freedom to flow and be glossy and go free. My number one tip is just to enjoy your hair while you have it. Hair is one of the things that does not last forever. If you have the opportunity to grow this long, beautiful hair, why wouldn't you? If you have the opportunity to have these long, beautiful curls, why wouldn't you? If you have the opportunity to have long, beautiful straight hair, that's a gift as well. It's kind of funny how people with straight hair always want curly hair and people with curly hair always want straight hair. But honestly, just love your hair. It's part of you, it's part of your character, and enjoy it, you know, every second you have. That wraps up the video for real this time. Peace!